all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. We now got part 35 of Deagostini's Build the X-Wing. Now, if you remember watching the live stream where I did 31, 32, 33 and 34, I left this off because this is a little bit more fiddly, a little bit more detailed. What you will notice in the live stream, if you go back and watch it, actually, I'll put a link to it on here, is that when I took these parts out from issue 34, I left two of the parts in the pack and threw it away. Now, we had our rubbish collected on Monday this week, which is already gone. Thank God I didn't empty the bin in here until Tuesday. So I dug around the bin and I managed to find the two pieces that I threw out, which I actually need. So we can continue with this, but we're not working on the wings today. Let me show you what we're working on. So as you can see, we've got some framework there, which is going to be the cockpit and frame parts. So we're going to be putting the hinges on, and this is where things are going to get fiddly because we're going to need to put pins in these. So we've got some sort of pivot for the cockpit to go up and down there. Once that's all in place, we're going to be continuing to make the frame here using the 5 pieces. I only have 3 at one time, but we've got 5 now. So when we're finished, we're going to have it looking just like this. We're also going to be putting the triangle computer just together as the last piece that we're going to be doing in this stage. Now in the next stage, which they normally put at the top here, coming in issue 36, we're going to be working on the cockpit details and some frame parts. So again, it's another break from the wings, which is quite a pleasant surprise for me, to be honest with you. But I have been dreading this a little bit since that live stream because this does look a little bit fiddly. But without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so we'll open the packet up here, and this time we will make sure that I've got everything out that I'm meant to have. Okay, and the pieces that we're going to need first, I'll just put the computer to one side here. We've got 2 lots of screws, XW01, and we've got the pins that we're going to use to put together. We've got these 2 pivot points here. Basically, we just need all of this section here. Not that bit, that's part of the computer. Now, it wants us to break these parts from the sprue that they're sitting on here. I'm going to do that without a sprue cutter because I'm going to show you how you can do it by following the instructions. They've been moulded in such a way that they do come off clean without using a sprue cutter, which is quite interesting. But we don't need this bit, so we can put that away. Okay, so we're going to need to get the cockpit over, looking just like this, and we're going to be working on these hinges just here. So if I show you on the close-up camera, what we're going to do is on one of these hinges here, as you can see in the side, we've got some holes. We're going to be pushing one of these rods in. Now the rods have got a slight bend on them and the bend's going towards the middle there. So make sure you orientate it the right way around. So that's going in just like that. And then we're going to be pushing a pin in to keep that in place. So this is going to be a bit tricky. Let's get the pins out first. Then we've got 2 really tiny pins and 2 larger pins. It's going to be the tiny pins that we're going to be using for this section here. So we are going to need trusty tweezers here. So we'll put this bit in, making sure we put it in the right way. Now the pin does have a rough end and a smooth end. It's the smooth end that's going to be put in first to offer this up. There we go. That's in, and now I'm going to use the flat end of the tweezers here just to push that in so it stays completely. Just like that. And there we go. That's that pin in. It's not going anywhere. We're going to do the same on the other side. So once again, offer this up to this. Put the pin in. Push it as far as it will go. Oops, try that again. Just like that. Use the flat end of my screwdriver, tweezers here, just to push that all the way in. Just like that. And there we go. That's those 2 sections in. That was really fiddly. We could put that to one side because now we're going to be working on these sections here. Look, I almost chucked another one there. It was in the bag. So I've managed to get that over. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting the whole sections here into this section here. And once again, we're going to be putting a pin down there to create a hinge. So quite simply, all we do, line it up, grab one of the bigger pins this time. It does help to have some tweezers just to guide that in. Push that in, making sure that it's gone through both of the details. And that's in place, and then push it down with the flat end of the tweezers. Like that. Just make it completely flat. Just like that. And there we go. That's the first hinge in. We do that again. just like that. Put the pin in, make sure it goes all the way down, push it down with the flat end of the tweezers like that, and there's the second one. Now it is worth noticing on the end here that you've got a little tab and a smooth side. It's the tab that's going to go towards the centres. So when we put these over the sections that we put in here, we need to make sure they're on the right way round. So basically this one, tab this way, is going to go in the middle. So we slot that just over that section we just put in there. Just like that. And we do the same on the other side here, just making sure that we've got this the right way round. There we go. Push that on. Just like that. And there we go. That's all of those hinge pieces in place. And as you can see, just on this, just move it around. It does revolve around anyway. But the little tabs on the top there are pointing towards the middle. So we can put that to one side because now we're going to be working on the frame. It does mean I need to open this up, and we're going to need the 5 parts of the frame that we worked on last time. So we've got all of this, and then we've got these are in different size orders here, as you can see. 1, 2, we've got the smallest one there, biggest one there, and there we go. That's them all in size order. So the way they've got this laid out, this is C because it's got the shortest end here and we've got a larger gap here. Then we've got B going this side. On the other side here, we've got A, which looks like that. Oh, around the other way. A goes like that. And then finally, we've got D, which goes on this side, which once again has got the larger end on that side. So that should look all like that. And the first thing it wants me to do is take strut A, and we're going to be putting the first detail in, which is this detail here. Now, this is cross member 1. Now, apparently it says that the upper strut is marked with an L to say left, and I'm looking for the life of me. I can't see any letters on this at all. So I know this is going in this way. So what I did was basically I checked which way has the best fit. So it's not science, but obviously you've got a lug in there that's going to sit that in. And that is a good fit in there. So I'm guessing that is the correct way that this goes. Now to secure these down, we're going to need some XW01 screws. So I'll get this pack opened. And I'll screw this from this side to keep that into place. What we'll do now is we'll put the other side in, exactly the same as what we just see here. Making sure we put it around the right way. This is a bit tricky, making sure we put it on. That's going to go this way round, just like that. And once again, XW01 screw, just through the top there. As a matter of fact, I spoke a bit too soon. Then I am going to touch that in a little bit of oil here. Because it is a little bit tight and I should really practice what I preach. So put a bit of oil on there, and as you can see, that goes a lot smoother now. Yeah, perhaps you should use oil. See, I find these things out so you don't have to. Excellent. So far, looks like that. Now the second cross piece, which is next size up, looks like that. Once again, we've got some feet in there. They're going to face the same direction as the feet on the front there. And these are going to go in just this section here. So I'll put that in. 1 and 1 at the other side here. There's just some lugs to actually locate this so it fits perfectly in there. Just like that. Then we put the neck size in, but this time the feet at the bottom face the opposite direction to everything else. So this one's going to be going in this way. So as you can see, these 2 feet here go that way. The feet on this one are going the opposite way. Then the next size up, which looks like that. Once again, the feet are going, all the feet go in the same direction as the third one now. So when they're in, they're all going to look like that. As you see, 2 feet going in that direction, 3 feet going in the other direction there. Then these are going to be held in place just on this side with XW01 screws. So here's the first screw going in. Dabbed it in a little bit of oil. Make sure it's nice and tight. Excellent. Now we've just got the other side here. Make sure this goes in nice and tight. And there we go. And that are those braces in. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to take the tops, having it upside down here, and we're just going to align the lugs just on the side here with the holes in here. So when we put these on, that's the first one. There's the second, third. Whoops, get this one up. Going in kind of like that. What I'm going to do is secure one end in, and then I'll secure the other end in again. Once again, these are using XW01 screws. It's probably best to put one end in first, and then attach the other end afterwards. So I'm going to drop some oil in this. Obviously making sure that the bigger gap here is towards the back of this frame structure. So that's one bracing. I'm going to have the next screw ready, because again this is a little bit fiddly to actually just plug everything in. They are going in okay. Let's just do this one and the final one there. There we go, and that's how it should sit when it's completed. But we're going to attach it at this end now. Little bit of oil, and then that will go in there. Make that nice and tight, and then we just repeat that on the other side. So once again, I'll put that in just like this, and I'll attach it at this end first using one of the XW01 screws. Dip it in oil and then put that in nice and tight. One more screw to do. It's just down the other end, so we just make sure all of these are seated correctly. There we go. There we go. Last one. Just like that. Make sure they're all seated correctly. It looks like they are. So we can put the last screw in. Just like this. And that's going to go in the end. Just here. Make it nice and tight. And there we go. That's that frame complete. Looking really good. I think I made that a lot more difficult than it needed to be, but as you can see, it's very rigid and looking good. We can put that to one side because now we're just going to be working on the targeting computer, and quite simply it's just two sections we've got to put together. This is what the actual main box section looks like, and as you can see we've got two holes one side, two holes the other side here, and what we want to do is these two holes here, one with the larger hole at the bottom, is just going to mirror this tiny detail that we've got here with two lugs on the back, and all we're going to do is just push that into place, making sure we do it the right way round. Just like that, and that's what that looks like when that's in. And with this and the frame and the hinges that we made from the cockpit there, that's all there is to do in this stage. Eventually, if I bring over the cockpits around here, this will sit on top kind of like that. Just put this on gently so you can get the idea, and then eventually I guess this bit's going to go, I don't know, something like that, I guess. So we are getting there, but that is all there is to do in this stage. Yep, that was fiddly. I'm glad I didn't do that on the live stream, isn't it? Anyway, listen, I really do hope you liked that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.